Say that. Say that. Say that podcast. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is episode 3 of Say That Podcast. And I'm going to go around and introduce everyone real quick. So, first of all, we've got the main guy, Ryan. What do you got to say, Ryan?
Smackables.
You're the ugliest person I've ever met.
They taste good. Hey, what it do?
Okay. Wow. That was interesting. All right, next on the list, I'm going to throw in Angelo in there. How you doing, Angelo?
Hello. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Okay, all right. That's interesting, too. All right. Next is Anna. All right, Anna, what do you got to say?
I can't top those intros, bro, but what's good?
Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good, I must say. Brian the kid is here. How you doing, Brian?
Boom.
Boom gang indeed. Boom
Gang in the
indeed.
cut.
All right, and last but not least, we have Cade, the kid.
You
How are you
know,
doing?
this is the first time in 19 years I haven't wanted to kill myself, so it's pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
We should probably end it.
I'm with that.
All right, and on that negative note, we begin.
That's positive, bruh.
All right, Dallas.
All right, from this moment on, all of our fans are called baby girls.
Yeah, baby girls.
Baby
Isn't
girls.
that assuming their gender?
Kind of central.
No. If you're a boy or a girl or a them,
Or
you're
an attack
a baby girl.
helicopter.
Whoa.
If you
Alright.
identify as an attack helicopter, you're a baby
Excuse
girl
Ryan,
still.
this is a safe space. Please don't do that. Thank you.
I'm cool calling them baby girls.
Baby grills.
Baby grills.
Baby girls.
If they're Apache attack
Oh.
helicopter, they're baby
I'm
grills.
calling the pizzas.
Interesting.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is the 3rd episode of Say That Podcast. It's good to be here. It's been a while. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about MMORPGs. We've all been playing those for our whole lives, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. But before we get into that, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's week been? It's been a whole week since we last recorded an episode. What's everyone been getting into?
School.
I
Yeah.
I just flew in from California like 2 hours ago.
Wait, where in California were you?
I was hella close to you, actually. I was in Sacramento.
Oh,
I was like an hour from you.
We could have linked up. Dang.
That would have been legendary.
That would have been
I
the
would've-
most legendary meetup ever.
That really would have been. We could have smashed some hoes and
Oh, fuck.
that would have been crazy, bro. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. Chill out, dude. We're not trying to go to jail. Right?
Well, segueing into smashing hoes, let's talk about massive
Big story of the week.
multiplayer online games.
Well,
Better
talking
online.
about smashing hoes, when I was little and I played WoW since I was 6 years old, and I was
Okay.
that kid that pretended to be a girl, so I would get like power leveled and I would get gold and stuff.
Yes, sir. That's the
Oh,
way to
no.
that's the way to play an MMO, bro. I swear to
Dude,
God.
that's the right way to play.
That's the
MMO.
way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I got banned for cybering in RuneScape once.
It's a buying GF, 1 gold.
Type 1, 2, 3 for cyber.
I was in like the 3rd grade, bro.
Show him.
Dude, that's that shit I really remember though, because like people be in MMO chats and they're like type 1, 2, 3 to cyber.
MMOs.
All right, so, Cade, you said you were playing WoW since you were 6 years old.
Bro, my dad got me in the beta when I was in kindergarten, and I remember I made a human mage first, and mages are the most cancer class in the game.
Damn.
Oh damn. Do you still play?
From time to time, I just play private servers now because I don't really like the new WoW, but I'll play like private servers versus the old version of the game because I like it more.
For sure.
Mm.
For sure.
And those servers are pretty populated, right? Even though like they're private servers.
Yeah, bro. There's private servers that have like over 20k like active players in a week. So it's pretty
It's
crazy.
more than RB6 for sure. Goddamn. Okay. Let's keep
Okay,
going.
can we not do that?
Okay. So, since you've played MMOs for so long, what is the most ham username you've ever made?
Okay, we should stop here.
Oh, I know where this is going. I know where this
My
is
most
going.
ham username I ever.
Yeah. I just want to hear the most ham username you've ever had.
Well, I used to go on Gaia, like Gaia Online, and oh god, this is bad.
Is it now?
My name was like, you guys remember, I would always pretend to be a girl to get money. So my name was like XX Broke Downs Girl XX. Fucking
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I
All right,
don't
Anna,
know.
your turn.
Alright,
All right, Anna, your
That's awesome, Ryan. Yo, Ryan, how about you, bro?
Yo, I play this Nexon game called Mabinogi, right? Like since elementary school. And
Yep.
every time there's like a login event where you get hella free shit that you could like trade to other characters, like I made 30 Nexon accounts and I named all of them Jane Lily. And I had so many Jane Lily accounts, bro. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that how we used to always make alt accounts for the events and just take advantage of that.
Dude, Ryan, I remember whenever we'd play MMOs back in the day, you'd always have like the most depressive names like I've ever seen in my life.
Let's not do this right now.
No. I want to hear more about this. Go on, Ansel. Go on.
It's on topic.
This is on. So like,
No, please.
I remember like Ryan's name. Like my names would always be some like dumbass. Like my names would be like, what was it? Just like random objects in the room, just like put into a name. And then Ryan would be hella professional, but it was just hella depressing because his name was always just like guilty hatred or.
Bro, I was one of those edgy ass like middle schoolers, high schoolers that just watch Tokyo Ghoul religiously.
Dude.
Like
Anybody,
Bro,
dude, anybody who played MMOs had that face in their life. Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
I like to name myself after colors. Like if I joined a new server where names weren't taken, I would like try to get the name just like pink. I don't know why.
Those are pretty
those-
clean. I
those
know
are
the
the hardest
names
names.
are pretty clean.
Almost as good as Poop Fire Mage.
Keep going. So Ryan.
oh no.
It was so funny, dude.
All right, Anna, what else? What else?
Okay, so
really
Ryan,
played
that
that
story
character
about that.
too.
Yo, Ryan, so that, yeah.
Or was
Oh,
it Poop Fire Girl? Was it Poop
think
Fire
it's-
Girl or Poop
I
Fire
think it's Poop Fire
Mage?
Girl.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Jesus.
But yeah, Ryan, yeah, that story. That's pretty lit.
No,
Poop
we'll
Fire
hold off. We'll hold off. Dang.
Oh,
Dallas, what
shit.
about
that's
you?
so
Do you
ugly.
have any like MMO stories you want to share?
Well, if we're gonna stay on names, I never really typed like crazy names. I think the worst name I had was still Killerman47.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
remember that.
It was just ugly, and I was like 11 when I came up with that.
Dude, I remember when your name was like Rage with an at and a 3.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Y'all
Rage
gotta
with
keep
an
that
at sign.
KDA up. Y'all keep that
You know what I'm
KDA up.
saying?
You gotta take
I'm
names.
killing everybody out here. That name was so bad, though. Please, let's just not talk about that anymore.
Wait,
Oh.
Ryan, what about you though?
My name would be like like Swag YOLO 69.
Ugly ass.
I can see
Standard
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty ham.
Standard stuff.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
standard stuff. The usual.
The
The
usual.
usual.
The usual, Brian. Okay.
All right. So does anyone have any like interesting MMO stories? Like you guys have ever met anyone in an MMO and just like they just like made that game just like that much crazier? Like,
Mm,
Who wants to go first?
not necessarily met, but MMOs are basically what made me and Dallas friends, like, ever.
That's a good point.
Me and Dallas never played MMOs throughout elementary school and middle school and basically high school. Like we wouldn't be like close.
That's true.
Before Skype was a thing, me and Dallas used to play RuneScape for like 8 hours a day and call each other on our house phones.
Yo, that bill was high as hell. We were
was
talking
crazy.
so long.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. We like three-way phone call with like one of our other homies too. Yeah, it was just like crazy.
Those were the days, bro.
Bro, I just remember back in the day, like I used to have to use Ventrilo to talk to my guild in WoW. Like that's the
The
hammest
Hell is that?
service ever.
That's Skype.
It's like Discord kind of, but it's just really ugly. Like
was
it
that?
makes me want to kill myself when I think about it.
What was that one website called? It was like Uvu, where you could have like hella
Oh,
people.
Uvu
Oh
was
yeah.
popping,
Uvu was
bro.
popping, dude.
That
Yeah,
shit
was
was
lit.
the OG.
Dang.
What about you,
Hey.
Ryan? What are your craziest like mob stories? I mean, not mob stories, but MMO stories.
Bro, all my crazy stories are from mom. I just got too many, bro. I have too many. It's too much for this episode for sure. But I can start. I can start off with a good one. So like in mob, right? I'd play a girl character, and she'd be looking fine too. She'd be looking hella good. So mob is played by like adult children, weebs, and furries, bro. Oh god. Oh my goodness. So like there's this one day there's this place called Core and you can like river raft. So I was river rafting and like this rando like walked up and he was like, "Hey, can I join you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, for sure." And like the whole time we were doing it, this guy was like spinning game at me, right? But it was just like stupid cringe. Oh my god, it was so cringe. And like he added me, right? And he doesn't know slang. So I was like saying like, "Hey fam, like what's good fam?" Like I was throwing fam out, right? That was pretty much the only thing I was throwing out. And he was like hella confused about like what fam meant. And like he was like, "Fam? Like a bam?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What is this guy talking about?" So like I had like these you know how you can like message people in games, right? And like you have like a
Yeah.
chat box. So I had a screenshot of these DMs, and I posted these DM screenshots on a Mabinogi Facebook page, right, with like thousands of other people, and I didn't I didn't fucking block out anyone's names. So like my IGN was out there and his IGN was out there,
Oh
and
no.
Oh,
hella people got so angry. Like it was almost like the entire Facebook page. Everyone was coming after me, bro. Oh my god. Everyone was
You?
like,
What the heck?
yeah, everyone was coming after me because like I captioned the photo. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this up here just to roast this guy, right? And I forget that like no one really understands how cringe they are. So like everyone like took that shit super personally. And like everyone was
Wow.
just like just calling me out, just calling me a bitch, like saying I'm like trash. And then I was just shutting everyone down. I was like, all of you guys are trash. All of you guys are adult children. All of you guys
damn,
like
You're
No.
toxic, bro.
bro, I'm
You're
so
toxic.
toxic. I'm so
This
toxic.
guy- He went off on the whole Mabinogi community, my god.
He took them all on by
I mean,
himself.
because like people take it so personally because like Mabinogi is a kind of game where like you can't like rush it and like become like top tier in like a week or a month. Like like your character grows as like the months go by, as like the years go by, because the way you level up, you reset your level weekly, and then like so there's like a hard cap and like a soft cap, right? So people like spend so much time building their characters, and like so there's like this like there's like this intimacy, like this like personal like connection like with your character for like all the investment you put into it. So like I understand like people would get so heated and like get so just have such big ass heads about the game because like that's like their life pretty much. So, I mean like
Yeah.
I'm not mad, but like I'm just like it's just annoying how everyone is just
You're
like
not mad, but you're mad.
yeah, I'm not mad, but I'm mad. I'm not. I understand why everyone got so angry about it. I mean, because it was kind of fucked up. Like I was pretty much bullying the guy, but I feel like if I blocked out the usernames, like everyone would have thought it was funny. But no, it was a fuck up on my end for sure.
I
Yeah.
thought it was funny.
Definitely funny. That's
just
really funny. Dang, that's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah.
Anyone else got stories?
Mammals?
Ryan, what about you, bro? I know you've been playing games for a hot minute.
Yeah,
Quick minute.
hot minute. But I played like um played Maple for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into
Everyone,
Maple.
everyone, Maple. Let's talk about
Maple.
Maple for a minute. Maple
Oh my.
Maple
Oh jeez.
Okay.
So,
So
what about Maple Story, bro?
That shit was the game back in the day.
The end.
yeah,
The
Man,
I
that-
agree.
Wait, did you
That
play
was
during the
the-
Maple times where like you had to roll for your stats and you try to go for that 4-4-4 and then like your primary stat? Lit. Alright.
Yeah. That's when you'd be on the beginner island with that. What was it? A strawberry suit? Was it a strawberry suit?
No, you start with a white shirt and some blue jeans and a club or a sword.
Yo,
And a club.
You had to choose like between 3 weapons. It was either like a wooden club, a sword.
You fight him
What?
shooting like the
and like a mace. Wasn't one of them a mace?
Oh no, it was like an
was
axe.
an axe.
It was
Axe. Yeah.
and then there was a sword too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when our like kerning PQ was the go-to until you hit like level 30 or like second
30.
job.
That's
But,
when. Oh my god. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bro, I could never hit level 30 Maple Story. Like old ass OG Maple Story. Like the highest I ever got was like 26 because
Yeah, dude, that was like
It was hard.
it was so hard to level.
Oh yeah.
It was slow.
Yeah, you have
bro.
to. That's one thing I don't like about RPG. MMOs are you have to grind so much just to level up or to get a certain item.
Well,
Yeah.
the crazy thing about it is like back in the day when we used to play Maple Story, like you would literally have to play for like a couple of years to reach 200. Like you can do that, and like people have done that in like a couple of hours now.
You guys remember? You guys remember Anthony's brother Norman? How deep he was into Maple.
Oh yeah, Norman was a god.
Every time I went over to Anthony's house, Norman was playing Maple Story. Like Norman was so deep. Oh my goodness! Did
Yeah, it's
Norman
pretty
hit
insane.
200?
no, I think his max was like 140, but like 140 at the time was pretty damn high.
Pretty
'Cause-
crazy.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
he was
never
like
even
in,
played Maple.
Maple's OP, dude. I'd play Maple again.
Bro, it's the same way with WoW though, because like in WoW, it used to take like at least a year to get level 60, but now you can get level 110, the max level now, in at like 2 hours is the world record.
Could you pay for it?
Jesus.
You can pay for it now. Too.
I think Maple is like 3D now.
No, that's Maple
Maple-
Story too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Start too.
I'm in the beta for that actually.
I heard it's coming out soon.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no. Oh,
It's
no.
gonna come though.
That's so bad.
I'm gonna be an OG now.
I'll try it when it comes out. For sure.
Too bad this thing's been teased longer than freaking Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3's been teased since like 2007.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not even gonna come out this year too. Like I really feel like it won't. Like they're just never gonna release the game.
They're just gonna give us more teasers, bro.
They're just gonna drop teasers for like the rest of our life.
I think either Christmas time this year or next year. That's what I'm gonna say.
Like they really thought of Monster Hunter, made the game, and released it like before they did that for Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, hello? Well, maybe they're waiting for getting like all more Disney characters and shit though.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right,
I do have a Maple Story before
Let's
we
hear
move
it.
on.
let's hear it.
All right. So in 5th grade, I played Maple Story. Right. Angela and Anthony occasionally.
part of that, are you sure?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
think
you
I
were.
was.
All right. Then to be that way.
Okay, chill. What class was I?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't even remember what Angela was.
And it was definitely Poop Fire Mage. There's no-
Yeah.
I was a bandit. I was always a bandit.
Oh yeah. I know. I turned into an Aaron at one point. That's all I remember, and I like stayed that.
That came
But
out like
anyway.
middle school.
Anyway, hold on. in 5th grade, we're in Mr. Andrews' class, and there's this girl in this class named April, right?
Oh no.
Who like I had a really large amount of beef with because she would always pick on my younger brothers for some reason, like throw rocks at them and shit. And I'd be like, hold on, that's hella BM. But I was like, I was like only 11, so I didn't really do much. I would just like talk trash, and occasionally like I threw a Sharpie at her in class. That's like the most it escalated to. But either way, somehow like she got a hold of my Maple username. I don't remember ever telling her this, but I was just playing Maple one day, right? It was like late at night, and I was in Hennessy's. First, that's the city's called. And I was in a random channel, right? And I was just walking around, and this random ass girl walks up to me and starts typing my real name like in the chat for everybody to see.
No.
I'm not even kidding. I was so shook, like, bro. I was like
Dude.
about to cry. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even know it was her. Like, it's just this random ass dude saying my name.
She like drops your social security number too. And your address and shit.
I'd be so scared. But she just kept saying my name. She's like, Dallas, Dallas. I was like, okay, who are you? She's like, I'm gonna report you. I'm like, hold on, like I don't know who you are.
Whoa.
And then she eventually told me it was April. And then as soon as I figured it was her, I was instantly trying to report her and get her banned from everything. Like instantly, I was trying to get her banned.
She was a god at the game though at the time.
Was she decked out with
She was like,
stuff?
I mean, she was level 60. That was pretty decent for the time.
She looked OP. She definitely looked OP.
Yeah, she was a bowman.
I think.
Archer.
I think. Either way, I blocked her, and then that was that. We didn't even talk about it at school. I think I just avoided her. But yeah, that's that story.
Remember that time Anna shot April with the airsoft gun? Anna, do you
Yeah.
remember that? You like held it to her arm and shot her?
No. All right, cool. Let's. I think she took it like a boss.
Yeah, she did take it like a.
I'm like, cool.
Wait, Kay, what's the most like toxic thing you've ever seen on CS:GO?
What?
Most toxic thing I've ever seen.
On CS:GO.
Have you seen him talk in that
Dude.
game?
he's like,
I'm
he's
the
like, that's
most
me.
Pretty
toxic
cancer.
person in that game.
I'm the toxic
I-
one.
I'm the toxic one in CS. But no, I played CS like in all the Counter-Strike games all together on all my accounts. I probably have over 4,000 hours. So I've seen a lot of shit. But like I just remember
Jesus.
there was a guy like how I found out about porn was through Counter-Strike.
What?
Went
So
through the
I
like
was
gifts.
No, I was playing in like a game, and then this guy like was like I was like a little kid, and we're playing Jailbreak, which is like you escape from jail or whatever, and there's like cops and stuff. And then the guy was like, "Hey, kid, go to Pornhub.com to get like skins for your weapons, because you could
Oh my
download
God.
skins in that game." So like this was in CSS, and then yeah, that's how I found out about porn. So that's pretty fucking toxic. Like telling this like 10-year-old kid changed my life
That's-
forever.
Hey, bro, that should be our
For the
next
better.
episode. That should be our next episode. You're gonna talk about porn.
That's insane.
Easy.
Ryan, do
What's
you
up?
remember that time in middle school when we played Lunia?
Oh no,
and
dude.
then we took all the quarters out of like the piggy banks in my house to get in-game currency for
What's the name of the
Lunia.
in-game currency?
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember. Wait, how much
We
did
just
we
called
get?
$100 worth.
Oh my
It is actually
God.
no. At that time, we called any in-game currency in any MMORPG NX.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what game
That's
it was.
true.
We called it
That's
NX.
true.
But
Damn.
I'm
Yeah,
searching Lunia right now.
does that game still exist? I want to play that game again. I was still tilted. Not tilted, but I was like so hyped when like I was like, yo, I want to be this ham ass slime class. And then Ryan was like, bro, that shit looks fucking gay. I'm like, yo, I'm about to buy this shit right now with real money, and I bought it. And that shit could hit like if there's like a long dungeon, say it takes like 3 minutes to like run across, like I could hit things at the end of the dungeon, and we just like start running towards the end. So
Bro,
send
like,
like one
What game
attack.
is this?
It's called Lunia.
Angelo would carry us so hard, like I wouldn't even be able to attack anything because everything was like
Yeah.
dead before it was even on my screen.
Yeah, like literally, like I would shoot down a hallway, and then like it would drag everything towards the end of the, and I would just keep shooting while we're running. So we just keep running to the end of the freaking hallway. Oh, it was so funny, dude.
It was crazy.
Wait,
I miss that game.
what was the name of that class?
Slime. I was literally a
Slime.
slime.
Like a Maple Story slime. Like
I'm trying to look up gameplay.
Like, but for some reason, like, yeah, I was like a tiny piece of dookie slime, and then like, I just like one of my skills was I just become gigantic. Like, I become gigantic and just shoot shit.
just one shot.
That's so weird.
It was
Yeah, it's-
crazy. Yeah, Lunia was definitely like the most fun time I've had playing an MMO with you guys.
Dude, yeah, that game, even though we didn't understand it at all, it was probably the most fun I've ever had playing an MMO. And then they closed it down.
I remember Anthony and I played that like together first, and then like we came
Yeah,
back to it like
dude.
2 years later, and then we put you on that, and then all of us just went in, dude. Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah. What? Oh, dude, there was another game. When we were waiting for Dragon's Nest, we played this other quote unquote called Dragon something that we played.
Dragon Saga?
Maybe, but
Lost Saga, you mean?
Lost Saga.
Oh,
What?
Lost Saga.
The fighting game?
oh, dude.
Anna,
Lost Saga.
do you guys remember the game called Fiesta
Yeah. of
Oh.
course, what you
or like
mean, Chaz?
Latale?
Latale. Oh, my.
Latale, dude, that was such a
You guys-
throwback.
Do you guys remember that time that we played MMO so much that anytime we'd say goodbye to each other, we'd just say "See you on DN"
We still
As
say
a-
that.
I do.
as in
Is that where
Dragon's
it's
Nest?
from?
Yeah, like like every time we'd leave somebody's house, we'd go home and play Dragon's Nest together. So we'd say "See you on DN." So we just like carried it over.
Dragness was so fun. Oh my goodness.
4 years later, we still say that.
Dang. I got a little story for you guys. So
How little?
Alright.
How little, Ryan?
I'll try to keep it short because we're coming pretty close to the 30-minute mark.
Fuck the
Jesus.
30-minute mark.
Fuck the 30-minute
Going
mark.
acapella.
So
Yo.
this is Mabinogi, right? So I've met so many people like through Mabinogi that I've like had a relationship with. Not like all night relationship, but just like, just talk to him on a regular basis. There's just one guy, his name's Peter, or his name's Kohu in game. And we were like just in a guild, just like randomly, right? And like we were all in a Skype chat or like Skype voice chat. And I was just asking questions like what do you do for work? Like, are you going to school? Like, where do you live? And he's like, bro, I live in Washington. I'm like, no way, so do I. And I was like, where do you live? He's like, I live in Bremerton. I'm like, dude, I live in Federal Way. That's crazy. And Bremerton's about an hour away from Federal Way. So like
Sour.
two years later, I finally go out to visit that guy because he's throwing like a friend's Thanksgiving. And it was the craziest thing ever. Like I met this guy and like I met his brother and like they're just like so nice. And then they move out to Ferndale and his brother owns a cheese mill. So like every time I used to go out to Bellingham, this guy would like invite me to his cheese mill and he just give me hella free cheese. This guy would give me hella free cheese, bro.
Ryan's favorite right there.
It's all through Mob. And like I met I was playing with my friend Peter and his brother Josh at Mob one day, and we were just like chilling in town, and we're in a guild called Thought Squad, and this one character walks up to me, right, and she was like, yo, I fuck with your name. And then like we just like kicked it off like right there. We just started talking hella shit about everyone like in the middle of town, like no DMs or anything, and everyone was just getting hella mad. And like after that, like all of us just like got into a guild and we had our own Discord and we just kept talking. And her name is Vic. Her real name is Vic. Like 2 years after like just knowing her, she was like, "Can you take me to my senior prom?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, for sure." So yesterday I flew out to Cali, right? Because that's where she lives. I flew out to Cali to take her to her prom, and it was just like it was so surreal. I'm like, man, a game that I've been playing since elementary school really has me out in California, just taking someone to like a super like important time in their life to Cali, bro, to prom.
Yeah,
It was
that's
just
insane.
it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Mom's really brought me to some like really interesting places in my life, dude. Crazy.
Marvin Nogi.
Yeah.
I never. Um,
I honestly never even heard about Mabinogi until you.
Mabinogi's a pile of trash. Don't play that shit. It's pay to win, 100%. Fuck that. Fuck that game. I'm not promoting it. Mabinogi's garbage. Don't ever play it.
Ryan, please tell me
Damn.
that every time that Peter's brother took you to his cheese mill, you said I'm cheesed. Please,
I'm cheese, bro.
I'm cheesed, bro.
Bro, they have their
What?
cheese is like everywhere. It's like in Fred Meyer's, Costco,
Shit, so they're hella rich.
Winco, and like it goes like all the way. Like they have so many cheese and like so many stores like all across the US. Like it's crazy. Like
That's
it's really insane.
Ryan.
Mabinogi's so crazy.
Tell us about your times in Warframe.
Warframe. Bro, so I know this. I met a guy in Mabinogi. His name is Vaughn, and he was like, hey, play this game called Warframe with us. I'm like, all right, say that, say that. Like I wasn't feeling it at first, 'cause like the game was like still pretty new and like well, there wasn't a lot to do. Like I just like played it by myself one day just because I wanted to give it a shot, and I just fucked with it. I'm like, damn, this shit's hella fun, and I've been playing that
No, we never saw
for
it
like
again.
yeah for like 4 or 5 years at this point. I've just watched the game like grow, and it's like really cool like because I feel like a lot of games like the community doesn't have too much of a insight or like relationship with the developers. I know there's a pretty good relationship with like Overwatch. Like that one white guy would like post a YouTube video and he just like tell everyone like what he's doing and stuff or like new updates that are coming out. But like Warframe, like there's like um a stream like every other week for like stuff that they're gonna put in the game. It's like really cool. Like yeah, I really like the the growth that the game's had. But the community is cancer. I hate the community. Everyone's too serious. I feel like this case with every game. Like every game, like the community is just cancer. Especially League. Oh no.
I
I
can
know you,
say
I know
that
you
That's
guys
a
know
whole
about
other
that.
episode, bro. That's a
I
whole
know.
other episode.
That's what I'm saying.
I can tell that
League.
the
I'm
Maple Story community was some more or less like pretty decent, but the devs were trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devs
It's like every EA
and the
game.
owner of that game, they just try to milk everybody so hard to do like the littlest shit, dude. And tell us about like all the shit that they milk you for in that game.
Yeah. I don't know, it was weird because when I first started playing Maple, I was just so young and I didn't really care about spending money in the game. I just kind of played the game to enjoy it. But then once I kind of hit a part of the game and then where I was at an age where I kind of understood what they were doing as a company and what they were trying to get out of their fan base and their player base, I still try to avoid that part of that game and just kind of play the game like without spending any money on it. So, but I mean, there's like a bunch of events that would like require you to pretty much gamble in a sense by just depositing a bunch of money to try to use RNG to grab like the rarest items in the game. And that kind of just ruined everybody's pockets. But that didn't really impact me, but I could just see how Maple was just trying to take everybody's money like it was nothing. It's pretty insane.
Like they make certain items like if you wear them one time, you have to buy something to trade them. Or
Oh, yeah, that's
pets
true.
expire, so you have to like
Yup.
rebuy. Cash up items expire after a certain period of time, so you have to rebuy cosmetics for the most part. They did have like permanent cosmetic.
That was so dumb, dude. I remember that. It was like you can buy a cosmetic for like 7 days or 30 days. Like it was only
Yeah,
like a couple items that were permanent.
and then and then there are perm items now, but you have to like there's like events for perm items, but you have to pay like 10 times the amount or something like that.
Jesus.
And then like if you even within your own account can't like trade untradeable items, and if you want to trade like and cash up items, your class has to be within like the range of the other class. Like if you're an explorer, you have to trade with an explorer class. Like you can't trade it with like an Aaron or an Evan or like any of the special classes. They have to be the same kind of class. So it's just like they fuck you, dude. They really do.
Yeah.
Nexon's just so greedy, bro. Nexon's just the trash of like the gaming world. They're so greedy.
They want that money.
It's still fun. I got a big ass like. I have this like. My favorite item in that game that I ever got was this limited edition cape. That's literally
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. It's just a Titan, like a gigantic Titan that follows you everywhere.
That's filthy.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
That's dope.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. How have MMOs affected your life positively?
Positively,
Positively.
I guess like it makes you get a lot of friends. Like a lot of. It's just another world, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another,
Yeah, I feel like we kind of already went over it a bunch, where it's just like
Yeah.
you get to meet a lot of cool people that you wouldn't be able to meet before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
You get to be someone like you basically couldn't be in real life.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, especially
Very
me. Okay, now playing
Well,
as
you
females.
You guys get to play as women.
Shit.
It's like a giant role play.
Ryan, what about you? How's your life been affected positively by MMOs?
I think for me it was only negative.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is Brian's
How
sound cutting
so?
out for you guys?
No, it's fine.
Nah, I heard it.
All right, okay.
He said it's for him it's only been negative.
Yeah, negative. Because
All right.
it just eats up all my time.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like when we were younger, like we could play MMOs for like 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. But, like now, like we just can't afford that. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
can't really afford to play games like as much as we used to.
Like
Sadly.
we literally spent entire summers playing a video game. Like 12 hours a day and then 8 hours sleeping, 4 hours like doing anything other.
Yeah, I remember our sleeping schedule to be we would literally go to sleep right before the sun goes up, and then when at least for me, I would wake up when the sun went down, so I'd be like in a world of darkness for like a couple of months. And now
Oh my
it's just
For a
a
couple
single,
months.
like a hint of sunlight. It was pretty insane. It was great.
I remember one time Anna used to stay up so much from playing video games that we came home to Anna me and Ryan went to Anna's house at 7 p.m. and his mom said, "Come back later, he's sleeping." I'm like, it's
I
7
hated you so
p.m.
much for that, Anna. I hated you so much for that shit.
What do you mean, bro? It's the grind out here, alright?
Oh no. Oh wow. That reminds me of what was that really fun game? It was Vindictus. It was
Oh,
literally just
Vindictus
like
was lit.
it was literally
Vindictus was
just
hella
Dragon's
fun.
Nest.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh,
good
man.
game.
All right. We are getting pretty close to approaching 40 minutes on this episode. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. You guys want to say anything before we go?
Dallas taking us away.
All right, Dallas, take us away. But before you close us out, make sure you follow us on all of our socials. Say That Podcast. We're on Twitter, Instagram, like our Facebook page. Follow each of us on our socials too. Links will be in the bio. Smash that like button.
$100 per follower.
$100 per follower. Not now, but sometime.
Sometime in the future, right?
Sometime
No
in the
guarantees.
future. Sometime
No
in the
money back
future.
guarantee.
About that.
No money back,
About
no
that.
guarantee.
Yep. Thank you to all the baby girls listening.
Shout out to my baby girls.
Shout out to my
Ryan,
baby
how
girls.
schmackable is that shit?
Oh my god.
Smackables. They taste good.
Oh, baby girls.
Jesus.
All right.
Alright,
All right,
let's
Dallas.
get it.
All right, Dallas, take the mic. I see you. We're out of here. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See ya.
The mic is mine.
Yeah.
Say that. Say that podcast. Good night.